for agreeing to participate in the usability evaluation of the REST system. Today we are asking you to serve as a participant to help evaluate this product and to complete a set of scenarios. Our goal is to see how easy or difficult you find the REST system to use. We will record your reactions and opinions, so we may ask you to clarify statements that you make from time to time. I'm here to record your reactions and comments of the system you have today. During this session, I will not be able to offer any suggestions or hints. There will be times, however, where I'll ask you to explain why you said or did something. I will ask you to complete a set of tasks to learn if it works well for you. We ask that you think out loud as you work through these tasks. Tell us everything you are thinking as you attempt to determine how to complete each step. You will also be asked a series of questions about your experience at the end of the session. Things to keep in mind. Here are some things that you should know about your participation. This is not assessing you, we are testing usability of the REST system. So don't worry about making mistakes. There is no right or wrong answer. We really just want to know if we designed the product well for you. If you ever feel that you are lost or cannot complete a scenario with the information that you have been given, please let me know. I'll ask you what you might do in a real world setting, and then we'll review on to the next task. We will be taking notes during the session for the study of meeting. Your name will not be associated or recorded with data or findings from this evaluation. Please fill out the consent form and sign that. Finally, as you use the REST system, please do so as you would at home for your office. Do you have any questions before we begin?
No.
Okay. So, you have the interface. You're logged into my account. Okay, so here's the scenario. You just logged into REST and realized that it would be really helpful for your classmates to immediately know who you are when interacting with the site. You decide that the best way to do this is for everyone to see a picture of you when you are on the leaderboard, posting to forums, news feed, etc. As a bonus, you also remember that your professor told you that including a picture of yourself would give you and your team 5 bonus points. What would you do to accomplish this?
You want me to try that right now?
Yeah. Walk me through it and let me know what you're doing as you're doing it.
Okay. I'm going to scroll down just in case there's anything on the bottom of the page that I can see. I think there's a chart at the top initially. But it looks like I'm just going to go to the top and I'm going to click on your name, presumably to look at the settings. I lost connection. You can do that.
So, see if it works now.
Again, click on again. Presumably to go to the settings. Didn't do anything, so I'm going to click on again. It's taking me to the same page, so I'm going to click on home. Guess I'm not on the home page. I'm still on the same page. So let's scroll down. I'm looking for something like a cog wheel, usually indicative of settings. I don't see anything. I'm going to try clicking on the name again. Okay, just for ticks, I'm going to lock off the /user from the URL. So the ticks are the same location. And the doors come back to user. Click on settings. I see where I can set a profile picture. Let's click on help. I will look for the last result. And that's the home, presumably I'll take me to the same page again. That's it. guess we'll just deal with it, right? There must be something in here that indicates when there's a class. Maybe. Let's just do this side. Maybe that'll be enough. Alright, out of frustration, I'm just going to click on help. And I don't want to read this much text, but there's nothing else to click on, so I'm going to read it.
No. That's completely unnecessary.
Participating or posting on the discussion board or in forms of doing semester students can responsibly use by there's nothing here that says no changes. So we'll click on these things here. Doesn't do anything. I'm not clicking on stuff in the center because I'm guessing I'll just say some foreign posts. And it's not even anything I'm doing. I'm not going to click on more of that. So then what else to click on? I'm going to try these links at the bottom, but I don't think they're going to do anything. Sponsors, links. This is not useful. I would have left this page a long time ago.
Alright, we think we can leave it at that.
Further design this. There should be a clear cog wheel for settings or something.
Okay. So let's leave it at that. We'll move on to the next task. So, any suggestions for making this task easier?
Yes, ideally one of two things, either a cogwheel of some sort, usually again indicative of settings at the top next to your name, or perhaps when I click on your name, a drop down of other options, one of them being settings, or profile configuration, or something to that effect, on which I can click and get to where I can hit to change my picture. I'm tempted to think there is no way to do this, but
We'll go over that later. Okay. You have a homework assignment where you need to install and use a specific tool called Code Cover. Unfortunately, you are having trouble getting it installed on your computer. You are wondering whether anyone else in class has had this issue, the same problem. And if so, how they fix it? What would you do?
go to the forums, I'll click on forums, and I'm going to click on, usually I go to general, but instead, since I'm looking for issues about installation, I'm click on tool installation. And I see a topic that says having trouble installing code cover, which is a method. And I will reach for this, and if it doesn't help me, then I'll click on that and browse through the other threads, one being software, so I'll click on that as well.
What was the name of the other form that you said? Or was it
I just went back, it was the same section, it's just another course in the same section.
Okay.
And the last thread on here doesn't look relevant, so I will not click on it. And I guess if I still can't find help, I go through the other stuff then, starting with general, and perhaps tool usage. And we'll give up on this.
Okay,
Elsewhere.
so having found a forum post with the name Code Cover in it, you feel you're confident that you found what you were looking for?
I wouldn't say I feel confident, I would say that gives me my best chance of the first place I'm going. There's no guarantee that the framework is going to help me, but the fact that it has exactly what I'm looking for in the title, that's the first place I go to.
Okay. Any suggestions for making this task easier?
I would say no. easy enough as it is. I don't think it could be more than easy. It's about as few clicks as possible to get to our end goal. Short of clicking on a recent post on the front page, but I usually don't like going through those links. If they have a very short timer, then there's no class in here, but I don't know how to really know if there's a class in here.
No, I don't know either.
Maybe when somebody's using this computer.
I was thinking maybe it was the movement that was keeping them on before, but they're turning on their own. Anyway, okay, last task. Your professor reminded you in class that today is the deadline for taking the quiz on using JUnit 4.0. You think that you have a pretty good handle on this topic, so you decided that you want to just take the quiz really quick to get it over with. What would you do to accomplish this?
Just take the quiz on the website?
Yes.
And go back to home.
No, this is the interface that we're evaluating, so this is where you're supposed to be.
Oh no, for a second I thought it was starting. So I'm back on the home page. And since it's not obvious, I would honestly assume it's not in the forums. And click on this human computer interaction in the training. And I see something that says JUnit 4.0, so I'll click on that. The video, there's no what I mean, I need to take the quiz, and I see the word quiz on the left in the menu, so I'm going to click on that, and I find the quiz, and we go to submit it. So that's our rotation.
Okay, sounds good. Any suggestions for making this task easier?
On the home page, I wouldn't necessarily link the training and the quiz together, because when you're on the home page, it's not immediately clear that the quiz is within the training. That was just a guess, because it was more of a process of elimination when I went to training. It wasn't, I believe the quiz is in here. It was more, I guess there's nowhere else the quiz could possibly be, so that's why I have to the training section.
Okay.
The quiz ideally would be in its own testing quiz section of the home page.
Anything else?
For this time?
Yeah, for this time. Okay, that concludes the task portion. So, what I'm going to need you to do now is fill out this exit